near and dear to my heart, and I get emotional about it. I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to turn this over to Betsy, and then we're going to have our buddy Mike Chitwood. He's going to talk a little bit about what we've got going on, and then we're going to bring out some special guests. So if you guys could please be quiet and pay attention, respectful for 1 second, I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, I promise not to take very long. My name is Misty Nash. I'm with Irondog Canine International. We are a nonprofit that supports and loves our canine units, and we have been very fortunate to be supported by great people like you guys, and we're continuing to try to put it back out there and make sure these canine teams have what they need. The way that we support them is we put the money into action. So we help provide emergency first aid kits, we help provide for emergency bills when the dogs are injured in the line of duty, we provide for training, we do trauma care, we help sometimes provide dogs. We do whatever we need to do to try to help support the department. So we actually have a really good relationship with the Volusia County Sheriff's Office and Sheriff Chitwood because of Canine Acts and Endo. So Canine Acts and Endo were injured a couple of years ago in a situation. And so as soon as we heard about it, we just reached out to them and we were able to help provide for their vet bills and pay for trauma care training and first aid kits. So they were taken well care of. So at this point, I do want to let you go ahead and talk with Mr. Chitwood here, and then I will introduce you to our canine team that has shown up today.
Come on, man, you guys rode today. You're here for a great cause. You got to be a little louder than that. I promise to follow the rules of public speaking. Be brief, be brilliant, and be gone. I'll do two, I guarantee you 2 out of the 3 anyway. So several years ago in Deltona, we had responded to a carjacking call. And the first canine to arrive was the deputy and canine officer Axe. As they tracked the bad guy fired several shots at the canine Axe, who was 2 years old at the time. Axe is such a tough son of a bitch that he ate the bullet. And then AJ had to rush him to the vet. As the night went further, Canine Endo and his partner Whitson tracked him down, and as he fled, when they let Canine Endo go, the bad guy turned and shot Endo twice. And it wasn't the first time Endo had been shot. He had been shot years ago during a domestic violence call. So now the canines are rushed to the vet. Thank God they survived. The next morning I roll over and I open up my emails, and I got an email from these amazing people. And they say to me, we're going to make sure all their medical bills are paid. We're going to make sure that they are treated with the dignity and respect that those canine officers deserve. And then we're going to come out and train all your canine handlers and give them first aid kits, because it's imperative that immediately in these incidents you apply first aid so they don't bleed out on the way to the vet. And I have never ever met an organization or got up in the morning to an email of folks so committed to protecting our canine officers and our canine deputy handlers. So you all deserve a big round of applause for being here tonight. And I will turn it back over to you because you got it. Here you go. I know I'll get out of the way. They like to beat me, and they beat me. They like to bite me, and I'm the hand that feeds them.
I'm really in tears every time I hear about this story, even though we were a part of it. We really are just the smallest part, and that is being able to make sure that they are taken care of. Sorry, I'll make sure I talk louder. So Canine Endo, as he told you about, was handled by Deputy Whitson. And so Deputy Whitson has Endo since he has retired, but he now also has another canine. So he's that committed to working a canine. He now has Canine Red, Please make sure that you do stay back though, because Canine Red does not like bad guys, and he's not sure if you're one of them. So we want to make sure that you do not become his next subject. I'm going to hand off the mic to Deputy Whitson and let him tell you a little bit about what him and his canine do, and also why what you do is important by supporting us.
Hey, thank you all for coming out. I won't take up a lot of time. Got great weather, cold beer, loud music coming up, so. Okay, louder, sorry. So I met Mitzi when she came forward with Irondog K9 International, and like the sheriff said, she stepped up. We're gonna take care of all of your bills. We're gonna provide you with medical packets, which those alone were $400 a piece. At the time, I think we had 18 teams. So. And then the training that we needed to use the trauma kits for our dogs. Like the sheriff said, this isn't the first time that I had to experience trauma with a dog. In 2014, Endo was shot in Deltona, and then again in 21, which retired him. I've since got Canine Red, who's trained in narcotics detection, as well as handler protection and patrol. So his primary function is to track and apprehend. So that's the best thing that I think, you know, as a kid growing up, playing cops and robbers, you wanted to catch the bad guy. And a lot of times we have to let the bad guy get away, or we got to go get him later, or let the detectives go get him. Well, I still have the chance to actually go get him. And usually when I get him, it involves a trip to the hospital, and I think that's just the best thing that we can hand out sometimes. Because they're just going to be out, and they're going to be out doing it again before we're done with their paperwork. So, but this is Canine Red. He's a little bit of a handful, so I had to keep his mouth full of the Kong right now, as Mitzi said. He's not Endo. Endo could run around and say hello to all you, but not Red. So, once again, thank you very much to all of y'all that came out, that helped this organization. Because if you get online and read the testimonials, they're the real deal. I mean, like the sheriff said, the next morning, the ink wasn't dry, the blood wasn't dry, and they're already writing a check to cover, make sure that we didn't have to take care of, we didn't have to worry about a thing. So thank you very much.
So you guys still have the chance to be a part of all of this. So he's going to put up red. You have a chance to thank Deputy Whitson for his work with the canines, as well as Sheriff Chitwood for what he's doing with these guys. But you can participate in the remaining raffles that are still out there. We do take donations. We are not prejudiced against them at all. So anything you would like to do there to help support us, you can go online to irondogk9intl.org. And you can see what we do and all of the departments across the country that we have been very, very blessed to be able to support.
I do want to give a shout out to the Florida legislature, because what they did was they recognized that these canine partners of ours are just like human beings. So when they retire, the state provides medical coverage and an incentive to the handler to help offset the cost. As Brett said, he adopted, or Endo stayed with the family, but the legislature allows that by giving that extra monies to make sure that that partner gets full medical coverage, gets all the attention that it needs. So we're in a special state when it comes to protecting our law enforcement and our canine officers.
If you guys hang around a little while longer, of course, the doghouse is going to be serving lots of good treats, those good drinks. And then we also have Crash Rocket, which is going to be rocking the house tonight. So we want to make sure that you guys hang around and party, have a good time. And again, we thank you so very much for being a part of this mission.